Hey, what's up everybody? Z here. Today I will give you guys my top 5 beginner corals. They're not in any particular order, just some corals that I think is beginner friendly and also not boring. And my list consists almost all categories like SPS, LPS, softies. The reasons behind my picks are based on some growth rate, difficulty, and also the longevity, meaning the corals will have relatively higher growth rate, and so that it will be encouraging and rewarding for the beginner, and also relatively easy to keep, but not to a level that it will become a weed that might take over your tank. And especially those picks will not be boring when you eventually become a more advanced reef keeper. Okay, let's just get started. First on the list, which is Epheria, which is a no-brainer. Many just like torches and frog spawns and hammers. You might already have them, but for myself, torch coral is the coral that brings me into this hobby. Yeah, so regarding the difficulty, just in my experience, frog spawn or octo spawn is the easiest in the list. And then the torch, then the hammer. In general, the wall type, it's harder than branching type. Yeah, simply because that when there's some issue with the wall type hammer, it's just really hard to save it, and since it's just all connected, once there are some tissue is losing, eventually will just affect the entire colony. But for branching type, and you can simply just cut the if affected one, the rest one should be good to go. Yeah, as for the growth rate, I would say they are medium to fast. Of course, those corals can be fed, but you don't have to feed them. And I never feed my corals. Pretty rarely. I rarely feed my corals. Like, I used to use Reefer, but I've been using one like a small container, like smaller ones that I think was called Nano. I used that for about like 3 years. Yeah, so yeah, I already feed my corals, but they do grow fast. As you can see, the dragon soul here, now I think there are 5 heads. I got it like a couple months ago. It was only two heads. So yeah, as you can tell. So they are a fast grower, and they don't need to be fed. However, they do prefer slightly higher nutrient level. So yeah, definitely they're not gonna grow well in the ultra low nutrient system. But I don't think any beginner can have that kind of a tank. So yeah, they're really beautiful coral, and for the placement, they can stay in other corals. Like you see here, I put them all together. Of course, only the torch, since torch and the frog spawn and hammer, they're not in the same I think they're not in the same category anymore. So yeah, but for the frog spawn, hammer, and octo spawn, you can put them all together, form a garden, and the torches, you can put the torches together, form a garden like this. Alrighty, next on the list, Grops Gorgonian. In my opinion, this is a very nice and easy to keep coral. It has a pink-purple color. It doesn't need very much care from you. It has a very fast growth and can bring a true ocean vibe to your reef tank, since this is a coral that you can pretty much see everywhere. Not everywhere. a pretty iconic coral in the ocean. So yeah, definitely this one is very easy to keep, and they're very cool. You can essentially put this coral almost anywhere in your tank, as long as they're not being directly hit by your flow. In general, higher light will promote higher growth, but it also can thrive in a lower light condition. And this is a coral that is very easy to frag. You can almost cut anywhere you like and to share with your friends. Yeah, it's very cool piece. It's very cool piece. Alrighty, third on my list, I think is here, Multiporous. This is a SPS coral, and it has a very wide spectrum of colors and shapes to choose from. If you like some colors on your back wall, you can definitely glue some encrusting multi to it, like the way I glue my jack-o'-lantern. But Multiporous is a lot more easier to keep, and once you get on the wall, it's not that hard to scrape it off. If there's one day you find that you want to change the color, and also you can even mix and match colors. You know, the encrusting multi can have a lot of colors. It can be red, orange, yellow, green, like you see here. Yeah, and they will not sting each other if they are encrusting ones. There are also other ones, as you can see here. The red one, it's the Multipora digitata. It's a branching shape, and it's almost like a more like kind of aquapora kind of shape. But it's really easy to keep and very rewarding. And also there are some cup shape, which called Monty cap. I don't have it in my tank, but they also have a same fast growth rate. If you can provide them more light, it definitely can be very rewarding, especially if you're just starting and want to dip into the SPS game right away. If you don't have a stronger light, the Monty will just grow in a very slow pace. Yeah, it's a very cool coral. The fourth one on my list is on this side of the tank, which is this one, a Japanese long tentacle toadstool. This is a soft, I would say, or leather coral. Comparing to other soft corals, it has a very unique look. It almost looks like a torch coral. This one doesn't really need much care from you either. It's really hard to kill, and you will never get bored with this coral. It's wavy, and I can really just look at this coral for a really long time. So it grows very fast, and it can get to a very big size. It's super rewarding, of course, like other corals on this list. Higher light promotes kind of more growth and more vibrant color. For this one, it's more vibrant green. And the only thing that you need to watch out is that occasionally they will shrink and start to peel off some skins, but don't worry, it's their way of growing. After each time they like shed their skins, they will just become bigger once they finish the process. So once they're doing that, you can definitely just provide them more flow to help them finish the process faster. So yeah, so for the placement, if you can put them in the medium to higher flow with some light, they will definitely reward you with some nice wavy tentacles. Last one on the list, it's a body green slammer. As you can see in the middle, the green one. Yeah, I put this one on the beginner coral list, and it's a SPS and also an aquapora, which is known as a harder to keep coral. However, not all aquapora are hard to keep. This one, it's really just hard to kill, and it's very classic aquapora. It's been in captivity for a very long time. You really want to put it somewhere with medium or high for both flow and light. But like every other coral in this list, it would just grow faster and become more vibrant if you give it more light. This coral is a very good coral for you to dive into the aquapora world, even since the beginning. In my opinion, this is a hobby, right? No one has set the rule that you have to, get a soft coral degree in order to learn LPS, or you have to get a LPS degree in order to dive into SPS. As long as you spend some time and do some research, or even watch some YouTube videos, I don't see any reason preventing you from diving into SPS right away. Yeah, so already that's all the beginner corals in my list. In my opinion, they're not some coral that you will want to get rid of, even you become a more advanced reef keeper later down the road. Like some other corals that are easy to keep, but it really can take over your entire reef tank. Well, unless that's what you're looking for, by all means go for it. But in my opinion, a diverse system is a lot more rewarding and can really provide you tons of confidence and knowledge, and those things can be very important in this hobby. Thanks for watching. See you next time.